Be a good one. Okay, here we go. It is going to be a short lesson though, so that's nice.
I think I know.
All right. What?
It's when you take out, it's like A plus B plus C. Out of C, you take out the, so it can, something can be squared, and then you put the other,
Yeah.
remaining on the other half.
So x squared minus 4x minus 14 equals 0. I actually believe that the quadratic formula by hand is the worst one to do. Because I don't like doing that. Okay, so here's how you complete the square. Let's start by drawing a square.
Yeah, she did it without, I'm pretty sure.
She did it without the square?
I think so, yeah.
That's why I really love this, because it uses a square, and you have to complete it. And it makes sense. Most people call it completing the square because you're completing the squared number, but which is true. So the first step, do you want steps for this on the side?
Yes, please.
Steps. Step 1, move the C term to the other side. X squared minus 4x equals positive 14. Oh, does everybody understand why this couldn't be done with factoring? Because a negative 14, nothing multiplies to get negative 14, adds to get negative 4. Okay. Then I'm going to put x squared here. And I'm going to split up this negative 4x. So I'm basically doing this. X squared minus 4x plus something equals 14 plus something. I'm going to just basically change the whole equation to make it work for me. So I put the x squared here. These two I want to be exactly the same, and I want them to add up to negative 4x. So what should I do? What two numbers are exactly the same and add up to negative 4x?
1/2 of B squared.
Negative 2x and negative 2x. So I guess my second step was fill in x squared and half of the x values in diagonal boxes. Is this, I know these directions are kind of sounding weird, but are you following them? So whatever it is, divide by 2. Now, if I was to pull stuff out right now, what would go on the outside? What's in common between these two? X. Here's x as well. This one's negative 2, and this one's negative 2. Do you see how I'm going to end up with x minus 2 and x minus 2, which are the exact same things? That's what's going to make this easy. But I need to complete the square. I need something here. All right, so I guess step 3 was find the outside values. So what do I need to complete the square? 4. I'm going to put that here, and I'm going to put it here to balance it out. So the fourth step was complete the square, literally. And then add it to both sides of the equation. Okay, now I'm going to rewrite this left side like the outside, which is x minus 2 squared, because it's x minus 2 times x minus 2. X minus 2 times x minus 2 makes this inside stuff. And on this side, I've got 18. Let's see, step 5 was rewrite as x something something squared plus or minus something squared. And then the sixth step is to solve like normal now. Okay, so how would I do this now? What's a fast way? Square root. So now I've got x minus 2 equals plus or minus the square root of 18. What does 18 break down to?
9 and 2.
9 and 2, which is 3 and 3. You can either take out a pair or realize that 9 was a perfect square. So now I've got x minus 2 equals plus or minus 3 square root of 2, because that was my leftover. And now what? To get x by itself. Add 2. So x equals 2 plus or minus 3 square roots of 2. And that's how you complete the square. I don't like the other method where people are just like, move the end number, take the middle number, divide by 2, put it in parentheses, solve it this way, because I think that people don't know what they're doing. They're just following directions. Following like an obscure amount of steps, where this is more like I'm trying to make it into a perfect square with that x minus 2 and x minus 2 by completing what I'm missing.
Could we still do that way?
Do you understand how to do it besides that you just follow steps?
Well, kind of. It's just making it a perfect square.
Okay. That makes sense to me. If you understand that you're making this perfect square and why you're doing it, then yes. All right. We're going to try it again. In fact, we're going to try it 2 more times with your partner. This time, you're going to get a prize. So let's try it now. Example 2. Right now, with your partner, though, I do want you to do the box.
Okay.
When it comes to your homework, you can do it the other way if you want.
I just like think you can just leave it without the square. Like,
Oh, and just put the square root on the other side already?
yeah.
Okay. Let's do x squared plus 10x minus 20 equals 0. All right, so start by moving that minus 20 and talk to your partner. Go. If you do this right, you should get negative 5 plus or minus 3 times the square root of 5. If you and your partner both get stuck, call me over.
But now we work together in fraction. And all sorts of
Talk to each other.
We have to find out the outside.
I got 55.
And the only reason reason it makes a perfect square is that it's the exact same number twice.
And this was me.
Add a 20 over here. Well, 20 plus 25 is 45. And how did you get the x minus 4? So this should be x, oh, 5, because that's 5 here. So x and 5. So this needs to be x plus 5 squared equals 11.
Okay.
I would say for so 20 plus 24. Because,
Oh, it's
over how many you said. This squared.
or no, you forgot to add it to the other side.